One of the biggest creators in the Red Pill content manosphere has now been taken down. Kind of. What does this mean for the community, if you will, and what does this mean moving forward for men's advice in general, and will women have any reprieve of the misogynistic insanity that these people promote? We're going to get into all that, but hey everyone, my name's Christian Verstappen, and I have a lot to say about many things. I want to talk about Fresh and Fit. These guys are the kings. I would say the kings of misogyny, let's be honest. Or at least like the royal court jesters. If Andrew Tate is the king of misogyny, currently at least, then these guys would be like the royal court jesters. But these people, and I think Jester does fit them because they're very much clowns, as has been seen many times before. Recently, they had a live emergency meeting because this might be the end of Fresh and Fit. What's next? Well, let's find out.
And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. We got a very important announcement for you guys. Let's get into the show.
Let's go.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit Podcast, man. As you guys know, we had a show scheduled earlier with Psych Hacks, but we had to cancel because we got some really, sucky news.
Crazy news.
Yeah, crazy news, real talk.
Yeah.
Right now, we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble. And guys, I mean,
There's a reason they're promoting all these other socials, by the way. You'll see here.
Yeah, bro, because we got some bad news, man. I mean, when I heard, I was shocked because I mean, we love YouTube, man.
Yeah.
We love streaming.
Yeah.
And at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming, and like,
yeah,
I like to people online. It's just like, it won't be the same, bro.
Yeah. In 2020, guys, as you guys know,
Yeah.
I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for Wix, we'll just call it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Myron, who I believe is fit in the Fresh, he's got to be fit because there's no way this guy's fit in the Fresh and Fit thing. Myron was a federal agent. In fact, if you actually go to Fresh and Fit's channel, you can find Fed Reacts, which is, I guess, his original channel. So they're gonna give their little beginnings of how the podcast got started and everything. So yeah, just check this out.
Episode on October 26th, 2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit. And and we had our first podcast. If you guys go back and watch it, like the thing was all zooming in and out and everything else like that, and it was all messed up.
It's like a house club.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah, it was literally, yeah. But we got it figured out. We got the lighting fixed, and we continue to improve. Fresh landed some really good guests early on, and continues to get us a great guest. And
damn, look at all those plaques. This is going to be wild when the Vault finally. Okay, I'm just going to give the game away. Most of you probably already know anyway. Fresh and Fit have been demonetized on YouTube. They've been kicked out of the partner program, and they're going to get into that later here. But well, you know what? Yeah, I'll let them get into it as we continue on.
And we made hours of content in the streets, TikTok, Patreon.
Yeah.
To be clear though, they aren't banned from YouTube or anything. They're clearly still here. They just can't make money off the platform anymore. Nor will the algorithm bump them as much as they have before. We'll get to it.
Many nights, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Chris was there too.
Yeah, working jobs.
While working jobs.
And then I'll never forget. I get an email, November 14th. Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Right. I'm working at the government, sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email.
Yeah.
This is 2020 November. And I I go, I let my supervisor know, hey, I gotta go up to the Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not the same building as us. And I go over there and they take my phone. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, hey, we're part of an internal investigation. Next day I meet up with the special agent in charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there I clicked. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay. They probably think I'm recording videos on my phone. Like that's what it is, which it was a fucking like iPhone 6 or 7, those piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. And they're like, no, like you have to pick one. You have to either you're gonna be a YouTuber or you can be a special agent of Homeland, but you're not gonna do both. And I had to make that decision. I remember you were there.
Yeah.
We had Andrew here. And I was like, well, we got people working for us now. There's people that depend on us. You had pretty much quit your gig. So I was like, all right, I'm going to resign. And I walked in December 5th, turned in all my stuff. And yeah, I walked away from the US government. It was a good, you know, six-figure job. It was stable. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys know on my Fed Reacts, you guys see how I talk when I'm talking on that channel. And yeah, and I haven't, I tell you guys that story to tell you that I haven't felt like that since today. And it sucks, guys. It really does suck. You know, fortunately, we made some moves, etc. You know, and we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to.
It comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost,
and it will be here forever.
Yeah,
And
and
we
you know,
don't go
Fresh
into it.
always said this. You know, enjoy us while you can.
Yeah.
They
They thought we was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
And you know, we made moves on the side, knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Let's keep it straight.
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you
become
can't
a
even super
member.
chat right now.
Yep. So this is a
Right. So because they're kicked off of the YouTube thing, it doesn't just mean that they can't make money. The algorithm won't push them as much as it has before, which is a good thing. The excuse me, the way that everything works, the way that it all operates and runs is essentially, if you are a partner, you are awarded special privileges that nobody else has because they're not a partner. When you're a partner, yes, you're making money off of YouTube, but you're also bringing money into YouTube. For example, if you have a YouTube Premium ship like I do, there is a cut of that goes to the content creator. I think it's specifically the content creators you watch. Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to have something to do with specifically the content creators you watch. But in any case, what this does is it effectively dethrones them because they still have the platform, but they aren't going to be able to have nearly as much of a reach without that push in the algorithm due to being a partner and due to YouTube basically saying, hey, we need to push our partners, which is what they do.
the end of this era.
So we are in trolling chat. So
Yeah. So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically,
Yeah, they can't get super chats either. They can't super chats, for those that aren't aware, they're donations that people can send through the YouTube comments, essentially a live chat, and you can pay certain amounts of money to say, like, each character limit has, you pay a certain amount for each character limit. So if you want to send, like, I don't know, like 3 to 4 sentences, that could be like $50 or so. I've only ever done a super chat for like $25, and it was for like a whole sentence or something. So just to be clear on that, if you ever see anybody sending super chats, oh, thanks for the donation of da 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 da, they weren't giving like that full donation out of the kindness of their heart. They had to give that amount in order to say whatever it is they wanted to say in the chat. So just to be clear on that. But yeah.
we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and work together and figure this out. But for now,
We don't even know why.
we
Yeah.
don't know the specific reason.
But we don't, in any form or fashion, hate YouTube or want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what, we wish we knew the reason why, but we respect, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a
They
while.
made a little joke there where they said misogyny, or well, they said it in a funny way. They said misogyny, I think. I don't think it was misogyny that brought this on them. I think misogyny should have brought this on them, and that's, of course, what they were mostly known for. But recently, not only have they been having people like Andrew Tate and Sneeko on, but they've also been having known Nazi Nick Fuentes on their channel. If you look up... Look at this. Debate versus Nick Fuentes. Now, granted, it looks like they had Destiny on too, which was good in order to kind of counteract whatever you call it. Nick Fuentes says, but like, you guys gotta understand, Nick Fuentes is a guy who like legitimately pushes the Jewish question and has done the Nazi salute on camera and like all these different things. He's on, God, I don't even know what platform he has now, but basically nobody wants to work with him because he's bad press. And like all of these businesses, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, whatever else there is, they're all businesses. And if there's negative press about them in the media, they're oftentimes going to cut ties with you as a content creator. It doesn't matter how much money you're bringing them. I mean, well, okay, I shouldn't say it doesn't matter. It will, of course, affect things, but you know, it's not like, oh, I'm making this much money, so I don't have to worry about anything. It's like, well,
Well, and like,
Yeah.
This is the definition, by the way. These guys are the definition of fuck around and find out, because they've fucked around for so long. Like, again, everyone knows about the misogyny and shit, but like, once you start bringing on actual Nazis and JQing and all this shit, it's gonna start triggering some other people too.
no, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
But,
and the thing is that you guys know, right? On this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope. We're not gonna lie about that. Like, we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to
money, girls,
dating, improving yourself, etc. And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world, you have to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics in uncomfortable times. Guys, it's about to be an election year. You know what I mean?
So I agree with that to an extent. As far as you need to have uncomfortable topics and you need to be real about shit. I agree with that. I very much agree with that to an extent. And to their credit, they have actually, I think they used to, even more specifically, if you go to, whoops, that's the wrong thing. If you go to Fresh and Fit's channel and you go to videos oldest, it looks like they were actually giving good advice for things like getting in shape, getting girls, you know, all this stuff, right? I mean, I'll be real, I haven't watched any of these, so I don't actually know. But like, it looks like they were being honest and giving legitimate, true advice about different things that, yes, oftentimes would kind of, I would imagine, push the envelope a little bit, because there are pieces of advice in the realm of things like dating and stuff that are contradictory to a lot of what we're brought up to believe through like media and a bunch of other different things. That is true. But here's the thing. Preach from Abin Preach said this best, where he said, I'm paraphrasing here, but essentially, okay, yes, Fresh and Fit have some good stuff that they say. And especially in the beginning, it looks like they had a lot of good stuff that they might have said. But especially what they're known for now, yes, there is still some good stuff there, but it's like a plate of shit with a little bit of chicken in there. You know, the chicken is good for your protein and it's going to help you in good stuff like chicken breast, you know, all that good stuff. But there's a ton of shit there too. You're not going to eat the shit. You're not going to have any of it because there's all that shit there. The little pieces of chicken, the little pieces of good stuff, little nuggets of good advice don't do anything because it's front loaded with all of this bullshit. and you have to understand too, like, what are the clips that these guys go viral for, right? They go viral for the misogyny. What are they known for? They're known for yelling at and kicking women out. They're known for pushing women to these limits where, you know, they push this line where essentially they get women, a very specific type of women, let's be honest, vapid influencers, and they get them to come on the show and make a fool of themselves. And then the message that they send to their audience and to the impressionable young men watching, and even sometimes older jaded men, is that all women are like this. And that's one of my big problems with a lot of the like red pill dating advice kind of stuff, is that there's this narrative that's pushed that all women are like this. This is how you got cheated. Well, of course you got cheated on. All women are like that. No, it's just there are some people that are shitty people. You know what I mean? So like, yeah.
Talking about certain points, and we brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints. Right?
To be clear, he's talking about the JQ right here.
Right? And we've worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints, right? Some of them very controversial, some of them that may or may not be.
And when he says controversial, he's talking about people like Nick Fuentes. Again, actual Nazi, actual white supremacist, who they put in a room of black girls and had him call them the N-word. Like, that's his controversial people he's talking about.
Politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah,
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for
Revenue.
revenue and for views and everything. And
So this comes at a cost, no matter who you are,
Yeah.
company, individual, creator.
Yep.
And a lot of you guys want to be aspiring RP creators as well, and I respect that. But just know, at a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this, and we were saying, you know what? At some point, we're gonna have to do this price, and today's the day.
yeah. And my thing is, guys, more than ever, real talk, more than ever. I know a lot of you guys send me messages, and trust me, I look at them. I really do look at them. And as a matter of fact,
All right, check this out. Watch how the conversation turns here.
I save them too, because I sent some of them to Fresh today.
Yeah.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, yo, you saved my life. Yo, you send me a picture of your credit score. Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now, or whatever it is, right? That really means a lot to us, right? We've helped a lot of you guys from killing yourselves, from injuring yourself, from making a really bad decision or doing something that you can't necessarily take back.
So, what Myron just did there is what he's doing is he is emotionally priming his audience. We're about to find out what for, but he is emotionally priming them. Oh, I get all these messages from you guys. I really appreciate it. You know, of course, he threw in the misogyny there of, oh, my girl's finally making sandwiches. Which, I mean, if that's your biggest thing, that, like, you know, your girlfriend's making sandwiches for you, then, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You got it pretty good. But, man, if that was driving you to, like, take your own life, I don't know, man. I think you got some other shit you need to work out.
What I'm asking you guys is, just like we've saved you guys, we need you guys to save us.
There it is. I helped you, now I need you to help me. What this is right here, and we'll delve into it as the video goes on, this is cult tactics. He began with the love bombing. Oh, really love you guys, really helped you. I know we get these messages, you know, I hear these things all the time. Now, you know, to keep this thing running, because we really want to keep doing it, we just need you to just give a little bit, you know, pass the offering plate around, pass the offering bag, we just need you to just give to us like we gave to you. Now we need you to give to us. Can't you do that for us, please? So what he is doing is he is begging his audience to keep funding them.
We need you guys to support us on Rumble, because that's the last bastion of free speech at this point.
Yeah.
Rumble.com/FreshFit guys. Like, you need to go on there right now, follow the channel, subscribe. It's $5 a month, because if you guys want us to keep making this content, that's what it's going to be. And we've worked really hard to try to
keep it free,
as long as possible.
It's always the same shit. Trump did this same kind of thing when he got like booted off Twitter and had to go to social. They're not coming after they're not coming after me. They're coming after you. Remember all those dumbass memes about like let me find the yeah, like this shit. In reality, they're not after me, they're after you. I'm just in the way. Like, oh my god, he actually posted. Wait, is this real? No, is this real? This isn't fake, this is real. He actually, Christ on a bike. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. No, no, this is 100%. This is that same kind of thing. Oh, I'm doing it for you. I'm making these billions of dollars, all this money off of, in this case, my hatred toward women. I'm doing it for you. So if you want me to keep doing this for you, because it's really a labor of love that I'm doing for you guys, I need you to keep supporting me. Can't you do that? Come on, don't you owe it to me after all I've done for you? This is disgusting. Because what he's doing, and let's be clear, I view the people that watch Fresh and Fit and that fall victim, same with Andrew Tate and all these people, and that fall victim to their snake oil salesman bullshit, as victims. Maybe not as much victims as the hatred of women the hatred that they put on women, but pretty damn close. They are very much victims of this shit as well. And what you have in these instances is you have people where these guys know that they are vulnerable. Again, same thing with Andrew Tate, same with all these guys. They know that they're vulnerable. They know that they're lonely, they're desperate, they're sad, they're not happy with their life. And they come around and say, hey, I have the answer for you. I can help you. Just pay up for it. But I want to do it out of the kindness of my heart. But I need you to pay me. What? Like, the level of emotional manipulation we are going to see throughout this is astounding. Remember, he cares about his fans. They care about you guys. They care about the viewers of their content. They really care. Yeah, watch this.
Oh, man.
On YouTube,
Like, you guys know this. Like,
yeah.
we don't sit here and pitch courses to y'all every month. We're not always, trying to take money from y'all. When you guys super chat, it's just
To be fair, that's true. They don't pitch courses. In fact, here's what they do. You notice
it's you guys showing support to the show. It engages the show.
Oh, here we can actually.
And we, like, for real, if we've impacted your life and we've saved it, we need you guys to save us now.
I gotta call a name.
All right, I want to point this out. Freshandfit.locals.com. So I actually went and looked this up. Transforming simps to pimps. So check this. We have helping men navigate females, fitness, and finances, the #1 men's podcast in the world. By the way, it is really weird. I agree. I think it's kind of a red flag when people refer to men as men and women as females, because like female is a subclass of species. Now, granted, a lot of these men literally do think that women are a different species. Women are like this vastly different entity that you have to approach differently, and they don't think like men and all. It's a whole bunch of, I would say that's more kind of light misogyny, but it's there nonetheless. Now, with that in mind here, I notice we have the become a member option, but, already have an account, log in. Or, let me view the content first. The content. It's just their podcast. It's just, they're advertising their podcast on their podcast. So why watch it for free on YouTube when you can become a member? I wonder what they're actually charging. I'm curious here. Do we see? Oh, you can't create an account. Okay. I don't see what they're powered by locals. What is that, like Squarespace or something? Empowering authentic communities. Get into oh, okay. Whatever. Oh, look who we have here. Oh, and Russell Brand. What is this? Just like the grifter, like place to be? The Ruben? Yeah, apparently. Jesus, Tulsi Gabbard. Goddamn. Okay, I think we've X-Ray Girl. I don't know. Okay. Okay, I think we get it. Yeah. No, I just find that hilarious. They're advertising the podcast on the podcast. Like how, yeah, I don't know.
Name too from the very beginning. Black Lemur. He saw the show, appreciated the show. He donated a big amount for cameras. I think most cameras are coming out to him because he donated a lot of money for support and appreciation. And we don't have so much, guys. We just ask for your support. And right now, it needs to be on Rumble. That's where we're going to be, and they have our back. At this point,
we don't know what can happen with YouTube.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's really out of our hands.
Yeah.
And
okay, I want to point out something. There is a level of truth to the fact that none of us are who we are without the people that watch and support us, obviously. I think it's very important for artists of all sort, artists and creators of all sort, to give their fans, their followers, whatever, the respect that they're deserved for giving them a platform in the first place, right? But doing this kind of thing, begging for handouts from your fans, this is just pathetic. And the reason this is pathetic is not because, like, sometimes people fall on tough times and they need other people's help. I totally get that. I totally support asking for help. I don't think I'd feel right asking fans for help with anything, because it's like, it's not your job, like maybe ask my friends and stuff, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't feel, I mean, I get it. Like, streamers will do donations for, I think Xander Hall has a donation going on for like a new, I think for him to move, actually. I think I've seen like Shark and a couple other people do donations for like, I don't know, like a new keyboard or something. No, Shark's using like the same setup since forever. I don't know. I'm sure people, like, in general though, will do that every now and then. And I don't have an issue with that necessarily. But this idea which is completely manipulative. There's this idea of like, we're here because of you. We're doing this for you. And if you want us to keep making content for you, you got to pony up. It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And the reason it's pathetic is because, I want to be clear on this, the reason it's pathetic is because these are alpha males who are so self-made men that don't need anybody, and blah, blah, blah. And they promote these ideas to men and all these different things. Yet, when push comes to shove, they fold. They are not able to stand by their own like ideas and principles and all that stuff. They instead have this whole thing where they just like turn everything against turn everything back on the fans. And again, they're when it's like, how do I want to phrase this? Oh yeah, no. The reason it's pathetic is because they're doing like they know they're so much better off financially and everything, and yet they are begging their fans who they know are not nearly as well off as them, and they're begging them for support. Like that's why it's sad.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna work with them, right? We're gonna be diplomatic and do what we got to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, for y'all to get the content that y'all want
from us,
the way that it needs to be said, we're gonna have to do everything on Rumble. We'll still be posting on YouTube, right, to a degree, right? Completely free as usual. But guys, it's expensive to run this. I mean, I really hate to even have this conversation with y'all. But we have a staff of like 20 people.
being transparent.
Being 100% transparent with y'all.
We make it look easy, guys, but like we have people that work for us that legit have a need and depend on us.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for this current platform right now, they wouldn't eat. Neither their kids. So it's kind of like, especially Mo. Well, then I could be eating for a while. But the point is that like right now, guys, like we're being genuine here and telling you, look, listen, we need your help. And if ever before you appreciate the content, you gain value from getting credit score up, getting a girlfriend or wife, or even getting money from Money Mondays, guys, like we need help today.
Yeah,
on Rumble.
we really do. We really do. Because, and I hate to even.
Wait, can we go back to that? I'm sorry. I think I missed. Why did they show that one dude?
For y'all to get the content that y'all want
from us,
completely free. Being 100% transparent with y'all.
They won't eat. Neither their kids. So it's kind of like, especially Mo. Well, then I could be eating for a while. But the point is that like.
He could be in
right
for
now,
a while.
Guys, they won't eat. Neither their kids. So it's kind of like, especially Mo.
Oh, Mo. Okay. Is this a fat joke? I think. Yeah. By the way, this is a small thing, but like this is an example of what like fat phobia is. Like, a lot of people try to do this thing where they'll be like, "Oh, it's fat phobic to like work out or whatever." No. That's not fat phobic. It's not fat phobic to like want to be in shape or want to lose weight or anything. Fat phobia, and it's just being a dick about somebody else's weight, where it's just like making fun of someone because they're fat or something like that. But encouraging maybe somebody who's like morbidly obese to lose weight or trying to lose weight yourself, that's not fat phobic. So I just want to be clear on that real quick.
Well, then I could be eating for a while. But the point is that like right now, guys, like we're being genuine here and telling you, look, listen, we need your help. And if ever before you appreciate the content, you gain value from getting credit score up, getting a girlfriend or wife, or even getting money from Money Mondays, guys, like we need help today.
Yeah, on Rumble. We really do. We really do. Because
they're begging. If we helped you in any way, time to give back.
I hate to even say this, man, because it's like we pride ourselves on like, yo, we're just gonna show up every week. We're gonna give y'all 6 shows completely free. You don't have to send in a super chat if you don't want to. Just watch the content. Will be cool. But I don't know what it is.
And we make investments ourselves as well, real estate as well, other businesses. So we are on some level stable.
Yeah.
But to keep this running,
to keep this running
quality,
at this level,
the gas and we spend to even get people out here is a lot, and people that work for us. So
yeah. So the reason why guys were able to continue updating equipment, right? Like I know y'all made jokes about the internet, whatever. We get stuff fixed quick like that because we made investments into the equipment. Guys, I have backup microphones, I have backup mixers, I have backup equipment that is really expensive, right? But I had that there for the show. Like y'all see me, I wear the same clothes. You guys make fun of me, Myron. You wear the same stuff. You got no drip. Blah blah blah. I do it because I'm like, yo, the only thing that matters is the pod. Like I don't care about me looking good and being flashy and all that stuff. And Fresh was like, no, I don't care about it either. Like he gave up all his cars pretty much, watches, all that stuff, because we're like, bro, we need to be all in with the podcast. We need to invest in the podcast, and we invested more in.
So again, what this is ultimately coming to is, look how much we gave up for you. Now it's time for you to give back.
getting Chris the resources he needs, because we have like a whole operation where like getting girls on the show, guys, it's extremely difficult. How many people have you seen try to do what we do? We're bringing girls on and absolutely fail and quit. We've been doing it consistently for 3 years, guys, and that eats up so much money, so much time, so much resources. But we said, you know what? We're going to continue to invest in it because you guys want the content. We're not going to quit. We're going to keep giving you guys what you guys wanted from the beginning.
And it's
I like that. I love that, actually. I love that they said that. It is hard to keep finding these women for our show. I'll tell you why I love that. It flies in the entire face, the entire narrative of what this show is about. The message that it sends, the message that they put out is all women are like this. Let's be honest, guys. They pull in sometimes, I've seen some of the clips. They pull in some crazy bitches at times. They do. This is like modern day Jerry Springer. This is the whole point, is to get these people in here who oftentimes too they'll get these girls drunk before they're even on the podcast, but they'll get these, again, like I said before, very vapid, very shallow influencer type of women who will be on the podcast, and I've talked to people that have seen some of their content and been like, man, all these women are like this. Bro, go step outside, like walk around, just walk at your local grocery store, the mall, like anything. Look at the women around. Most people do not look like these, like extremely plasticed up, just extremely vapid, what's the word I'm looking for here? Shallow influencers. If you want, okay, the craziest shit to me about this is that, and I get it, I've been here. People will often struggle with women and struggle with dating. Guys will often struggle with that. And they will seek out advice so that they can get better and get a girlfriend. Maybe even win the heart of a specific girl that they're interested in. I know that's how it was for me when I first started looking into this. I was in like high school at the time. I had my first crush and I was, ready to try to figure out. And I remember doing all kind of research on this stuff, figuring out stuff. And I remember noticing how manipulative it all was. Like the wait 2 hours to text back kind of rule and shit like that. I mean, like, and these were from channels and people that kind of fell off. They're not even like that big anymore. This is back in 2013. But I remember that stuff, and I remember I completely stayed away from it. In reality, there were aspects of it that I should have learned so that I could have worked with it appropriately and figure out the right way to go about all of it. I'm in that process now, and this is why I very much want to do my own series of Pickup for Progressives once I get my own shit together, because I want to be able to give the good parts of the advice in regards to like red pill and pickup and all that shit without all of the toxicity, the misogyny, and with room for variance, because like no advice is going to be perfect. Like there's always going to be variance for who you are as a person in general. So that's also important to keep in mind. But, I'm very passionate about this stuff because I know how lonely I felt going like before even learning about this stuff, and how like I understand how a lot of these men feel. I get it. I've been there. And I know what happens, and it's so wild. These men will get into these things trying to get better with women because they like women. And then they'll end up hating women because of all the things that they learn. It's absolutely wild. Like it's just, why would you want to? If you're learning more about something and it's making you hate that thing you're learning about, that you started enjoying, isn't that a sign that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be a part of this? Are there good things to learn from Red Pill? Are there good things to learn from Pickup? Are there good things to learn even from specifically people like Fresh and Fit? Absolutely. But again, like Preach from Abba and Preach said, it's like, again, paraphrasing, it's like a plate of shit with a little bit of chicken in there. Yeah, you get some good stuff, but there's a lot of shit in there. And again, the shit is what Fresh and Fit are known for. They are not known for their good advice.
especially with our reputation, guys. It is not easy
Yeah.
getting guests for the show or girls. Just so you know,
Yeah.
it looks easy because we do it every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but it's not easy for Chris, for us. So understand your
That's
support.
why
needed.
Chris is so fat right now and alcoholic. I mean, if I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all, like if I'm gonna be
It's
all the
stressful.
way, like a big reason why we don't like shit on Chris so much, even though we should, like for his drinking and shit. Like, bro, he has a stressful ass job.
Yeah.
Like he really has a stressful ass job. All these other channels are trying to do what Chris is doing,
Yeah.
and they can't do it.
Right.
And the
Even though we don't shit on Chris, even though we should, he's fat and alcoholic. Okay, again, yeah. So again, this is what is actually like fat phobia and just being a dick. Yeah.
like for his drinking and shit. Like, bro, he has a stressful ass job.
Yeah.
Like he really has a stressful ass job. All these other channels are trying to do what Chris is doing,
Yeah.
and they can't do it.
Right.
And the only reason
I love that. All these other channels are trying. What is Chris doing? Reaching out to these women and these other guests. Why is this so hard? Because these fuckers have a reputation. Yeah, they got 1.49 million subs right now. You know what comes with that? A reputation. And when you're the kind of people they are, a bad reputation. So why is it hard to get women? Well, why is it hard? Why don't you just have like any? Because they're smart. Women aren't idiots, even though this show likes to promote them like they are. And a lot of toxic, like podcast type of shows do this kind of thing. We'll get to that in a minute here too. Well, a while. But yeah, it is insane. It is absolutely insane.
reason we're able to do it is because we have
It's not easy to get these women because I'm just repeating myself at this point. You get the idea. They want to make all the women, make it look like all women are this way, and that's the message that they put out. But clearly, that's not actually true because of that. I actually really like this video. I like how honest they're being about how difficult it is to get women, because most women, even in Miami, are not like that. Like, you might look at that and and you can be like, oh, well, that's Miami women. Oh, that's LA women. No. That's just vapid party girl influencer women. Very specific type. Why do they go on their show? They get clout, they get money, they get all that shit. What is the type of girl that the audience is watching this, especially that is watching because they just want to get better with women or get better for themselves? What kind of woman are they going to get? Do you think they're going to even want that vapid influencer type? No. Most people at the end of the day want a partner who they are attracted to and who they enjoy spending time with. And I know what you think. You know, a lot of people think, oh, but look at these Instagram models. They're so hot. They're so this. They're so good. Guys, are you aware that a lot of those women actually struggle to have people approach them? I know that sounds like cap, but it's true. There's a level of hotness that people reach where they are just seen as too intimidating. It happens. It doesn't happen to everybody, and I'm not trying to say that like don't be hot because you're like, or hot people never get laid or anything. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you might see like these Instagram models and stuff, and you might think they're hot, or you might think whatever, but like, how many of them are, for one, maybe even playing a character on the show, but how many of them are really able to like carry on a conversation with you? How many of them would you actually be attracted to past their looks? Because even if you are just hooking up with somebody, it goes past looks. Looks are very important. I am not going to bullshit you and say, oh, looks don't matter. It's all about your person. Nah, fuck that shit. No. Looks are extremely important, both for yourself and for the people you're attracted to. 100,000 fucking %. Anybody that tells you different is lying. However, past looks, I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but I have talked to people where I thought they were just the hottest chick, and then they opened their mouth, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I want to talk to you anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. It happens to dudes. It happens to people. It happens to all kinds of people. So what do you do when you're presented with that? Well, one thing is you can take and say, this type of woman, this isn't my type. And that's fine. This isn't who I actually want to be with. This isn't who I even want to hook up with. Maybe if like she approached you and you were into, like, maybe, but generally speaking, they're not even going to be fun. Guys, a lot of women like that are very vapid and very into their looks are pillow princesses. That's no fun. So I'm just saying, there are aspects where you think, oh, these women are so great, but like, I don't know, man. And if they're even coming on this podcast to let Fresh and Fit use them in this kind of way, are they really? I wouldn't think so. I'm just saying, like, the narrative that they push that all women are like this is not true, which is a very good thing, of course. And I love that they are talking about this, because they are admitting it's not easy to get these women because they're not really that common.
Invest in it. We believe in Chris. Chris has a whole team underneath him.
Or at least they're not. They're easy to find, but they're not a large percentage of women, if that makes sense. Not even a large percentage of attractive women.
Shit, I mean, we did a show on Wednesday to show appreciation for Chris.
Yeah.
Because all the work he puts in.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm not saying this to be like, oh my God, I feel sorry for us, but it's like, for us to run the show at this level, right, where we are competing with some of the top podcasts in the world that are heavily funded, have sponsors, etc. We don't have sponsors like that, guys. Because look at the content that we make. We're bringing on really controversial guests, talking about really controversial topics. Guys, we had debate on a certain topic that I won't even go into that other people would never touch.
Yeah.
Who else is doing that? Giving you guys consistent value, etc.
Yeah, again, things like the Jewish question. Who else is going to touch that? Gee, I wonder.
When I stand on this, when I truly say we have saved more lives and saved more men's, impacted more men's lives than any other podcast on any platform.
And it shows.
Here it comes. Here it comes. We've impacted more men. We've saved more men than any other podcast on any other platform. Wait for it.
Completely
So
say
pay
that
up.
thanks to you guys.
And it shows wherever we go. Fresh and Fit, you guys saved my life. Yo, you changed my entire life. I'm now happy because I was so depressed. This is like, wherever we go, Dubai, Canada, UK, even here in Miami,
Romania.
Wherever we go, man.
People-
I was in Jamaica, bro, for an event. People came up to me.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man. So, like, again, this is kind of what it is. Like I said before, we pride ourselves on like not charging out, and we're still not going to tell you guys like, oh yeah, you have to blah blah blah. But if you can, right, subscribe on Rumble, guys. It's $5, man.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Actually, Chris,
Locals is
I'm
$20.
going to show you guys
Yeah, we'll
how to
show
do
you
it.
how to do it. We'll show screen.
But to show even more, we're going to be moving the studio to bigger, better location as well with your
Yeah.
support.
I wasn't even going to tell you. That was going to surprise you guys. But yeah, guys, we man, we're going to be all the way transparent.
See, okay, someone already joined already. Sam World, Z47. So you need to open up the Fresh and Fit Rumble account and then go to subscribe at the very bottom right. So the chat's be open and the live chat as well.
You know, man, I'm just going to
Oh my God, this is. Are they using OBS?
say it. Guys, we're getting attacked on all angles. I've been like, whether it's the press writing articles on us, videos getting taken down that other channels are not getting taken down and it's the same exact content or whatever it may be. Rumble getting hit, right, for free speech. Video, like, just get strikes, whatever it may be.
Okay, I have to touch on this real quick. Okay. I fucking hate these people that are like, oh, we're being attacked for free speech. I thought there was free speech in this country. Free speech means you can't be legally held accountable. You can't be, for example, arrested for things that you say, especially against the government. You can't be arrested for it. You can't face legal punitive action by the state. It does not mean you can spout off nonsense about JQ and women and all this other bullshit on your platform and a platform has to host you. That's not what free speech means. It's fucking ridiculous. Now, I do want to be clear. I'm not a fan of censorship in general. And there is a part of me that understands YouTube is liberal, but they're not super progressive per se. So when I talk about more political things that are more left-leaning, I'm aware we're all fine right now. You know, myself, Hassan, Vosh, Xander Hall, Keffels, everybody, right? We're all fine for now. But there's a part of me that is concerned that at some point YouTube's going to be like, nah, we don't want you leftists. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It is concerning. But at the same time, you know, we gotta take the W while we can. You know.
Guys, it's got to the point now where even where we shoot the location
Oops.
doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah, you shoot in your apartment, don't you, or your condo or some shit. Fresh, Myron's talked about this before, where like the place they shoot the podcast is his house. He lives there, so So he's had people who have been mad before and have come back and been like, yo. And he's like, shit, man. It's like, well, dude, you're doing all this controversial shit from your home. I mean, I'm doing it, you know, I do this from my house as well, but I don't invite people on, have them get mad at me, and like they know my address and everything. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you're, oh man, wild.
I didn't want to fucking have to say that shit. I really don't want to have to admit that. I wanted to just move the studio, surprise you guys. Yo,
Yeah.
new studio, it's lit, right? But dude, there is a matrix, man. Like, I mean, we talked about this.
Oh god, it's always the Matrix. Always the fucking Matrix with these people. Do you know what's hilarious about this shit? What's so like, honestly, these fuckers will talk about how like women don't take accountability or women this, and you know what? To an extent, yeah, there are a lot of women who won't take accountability. Shockingly, they're the same kind that they tend to have on this show. And just to be clear, not all the women they have on the show, or all the men, or all the anything, are necessarily a certain type. But they do always make sure to have a certain type of woman as well. Sometimes they will have more level-headed people. Destiny and his wife, for example, I want to say her name is Maria or something. They've been on his podcast on Fresh and Fit a couple times, and they've said some good shit. But you know, generally speaking, again, there's that type that I mentioned before that they tend to have on the show. But like, they do this whole thing about, oh, women don't take accountability, and yet here they are not taking accountability. When a website, okay, I am not a YouTube partner. I'm currently, at the time of this video, not making money off of my content. Eventually I will, but I'm not there yet. With that said, when you are a partner, or when you're any of these kind of things, you essentially have a contract that you are following. My job that I work currently, there's a contract. I have to abide by certain rules in regards to it. You can be let go, and they're not even being fired. They're just like, hey, you can keep working on the platform, you just aren't going to get paid for it. You can have that occur if you breach the terms of the contract. There are terms and services that YouTube has, and it might come as a shock to you, but some of them are things like not promoting hate speech. What does that entail? Well, obviously it entails a lot of shit they do about women. However, I really don't think that was like what caused this. But when you start bringing on people like Nick Fuentes and you're JQing and you're wearing clans masks and all this shit, yeah, it's kind of fucked. You can't really say, well, we didn't know the rules when they're right there, man.
Android, like people don't want you guys to get this message, dude.
Even Rumble's under attack too,
Bro,
from everybody.
Yeah, they're trying to
Nobody's
shut
safe.
Rumble down. Like,
I think at some point there was free speech where it was like, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Say what you got to say. We won't crucify you. But nowadays, free speech is kind of like, is it even a thing? I mean, not really.
and you know, and I've already put
Free speech in a country and in a law does not entitle you to use of whatever platform you want. Every platform has their own terms of services, and if you break those terms of services, they have every right to kick you off.
considerable amount of my money into the new studio for you guys. I already put it in. I'm like all in, you know what I mean? And it's okay. I'm never gonna say, well, I'm doing this, blah blah blah, and I hate doing this. I love doing this. I'd be lying to you guys if I didn't say I didn't love doing this. I left a job that I truly loved to do this, right? Because
Wait for it.
I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
Fucking, oh my god, this is so fucking disgusting. I'm telling you, man, this is 100% just emotional manipulation. You know, I worked a job. I really liked the job. I was saving kids, man. Apparently, he saved kids from trafficking, which is a very good thing. Don't get me wrong. I was saving kids, and that was good. But saving you guys, man, that's better. So pay up. Like, that's what this is. That's all this is. It's I saved you, so pay me. Oops.
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro. Because people are listening to this, you know.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd say he's faking. Yeah, he probably is. I can't say for 100%, obviously, but yeah, very well could be.
We didn't miss a day, honestly. It's tough. We gave up so much to give you guys value. So yep, it's current status. But yeah, Chris, how you feeling, bro?
I mean, it's tough, guys. Because at the end of the day, you guys have been with us from the beginning, from the start. The merch gang, the chat, the mods. You guys know the work we put in, the effort, the hours. You guys see me, me, Myron, Freshmo, putting in work. Shout out to the mods, shout out to the chat. Shout out to people that actually tune in every day. I see you guys, and it's just one of those things, man. We put in, the energy, time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears. Like you guys saw our journey from the start to finish. When we first broke 100 live viewers on stream, I saw remember the day, and I was like, "Yo, we got 100 live viewers. This is lit." I saw the post, and I still remember the day, the feeling, and it's just tough. That's why I continue to work my ass off on getting high quality girls on the show. Even though some days I don't feel like dealing with these 304s, I still do it. I get upset when we don't have shows. We have to cancel shows because I know you guys look forward to, hey, Chris, I'm driving home from work. It's I can't wait to see after hours. As soon as I cancel after hours, you guys are like, yo, what's going on? So I get that, what the show means to a lot of you guys. And yeah, I mean,
And not only that, but like, imagine giving up your entire life to support people that you care about, even at the detriment of you losing your job, you having a social life, you actually being present at vacations or
Sorry about that. Had like I don't know, swallowed the wrong way or like a little tickle in my throat or something, but we're back.
outside environments. You say, you know what? Nah, screw all that. We care about you guys over our feelings, how we feel at the moment, and we want to show for you guys. Look at Myron, bro. Like Myron, I mean, shit, I put in work, but Myron goes extra mile just to give you guys like a piece of his soul, bro. Like this guy, like legit, dedicated his life, left his career to be with you guys. And for anyone saying that this is fake, this is not fake at all. This is genuine.
Oh, it's calling me out. For anyone who says this is fake, yeah, I think it's fake.
How we feel, genuinely how we feel about what's happening, and like
Yeah, we genuinely care about you guys. Pay us now.
the work that we put into this. It's been like 3 years, and it's not easy because we gave up a lot, and we made a lot of impact too as well to people, but it came at a cost. And I can't say on camera everything that happened behind the scenes, but if you guys really understand what we gave up to keep doing this, when you say El Chris, Elmo, El Myron, whatever, like you understand at the very beginning, we were going through some terrible things, death threats, people coming at our doorstep. Like you have no idea what we went through to keep this going.
You had people coming at your doorstep because you're inviting them to your house, dumbass.
And then to be not told why we're being taken off the platform like that.
Yes, you are. You are being told why you're getting kicked off the platform. It's okay. I mean, it is true that I wish YouTube would be more transparent about things like this as far as specifically what, but I mean, hate speech, guys. Like, you've been warned. People, again, bringing it back to Abin Preach, Abba's warned him. I've heard other people warn him. Like, they've been, yeah.
And the program is kind of crazy because putting a lot of work, man. So I just mean reasons for your support, man. That's it.
Sorry, I got something in my eye. Yeah, I mean, guys, I mean, yeah, we're human, and it just sucks when something that you worked so hard to build up, to just. And here's the thing: it's not about the money, man.
Yeah.
It really isn't about the money, man. I can walk away from all this and be okay.
Today,
What bothers me is if we're not able to be on YouTube, we might not be able to reach someone who really needs us. If you guys saw the amount of messages I get where they say I was going to end it tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I saw your video,
the question is, who else is going to do it?
Bro, when does it end, though? Look, I gotta be real with you guys. Shouldn't there be an end at some point? Like, okay, so like I talked about this before, like I want to do this kind of thing as a playlist because there comes a point where you're done giving the advice, isn't there? I mean, sure, you can talk with people about, maybe evolving in the dating world and different things like that. You can talk to other couples, you can talk to relationship experts, you can talk to sex therapists. There are a lot of good people, by the way, that Fresh and Fit could absolutely have on their podcast that you will never see. But there are a lot of good people that I know of that could definitely be on, and I'm sure they'd be happy to if Fresh and Fit weren't such awful, repellent people. But yeah, like you could have good, you could have good people and like make a advice thing. Okay, so I take back the comment on it ending. Yeah, okay, I take that part back.
So
But to be fair, the kind of content they make specifically, I don't know, man. I mean, like, does there really need to be more? Like, I think we get it. How many episodes of the Jerry Springer Show were there even? I'm curious now. For those that don't know, actually, as I kept bringing up the Jerry Springer Show, basically what they would do is they would bring on people who were having some kind of dispute about whatever it might be. Oh my God! It went until 2018? Jesus fucking Christ. 3,000. Okay, I take it back. All right, I take it back. Where did it go? Where was that episode count? 3,370 episodes. Okay, fine. I take it back. You can keep making your Jerry Springer type content, whatever. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, they would get people on and just do the same thing that Fresh and Fit do. It would be under the guise of like having a discussion, but oftentimes it'd be family members or friends or just whatever, and it'd be people that would come on, and it would always break out into a fight on the show, and yeah, it's just like what Fresh and Fit do.
guys, you can find us on Rumble, man. The link is in the chat. It's right there on the screen as well. If you really support us, we have just one thing. It's to go to Rumble, Fresh and Fit, go to live chat, and click subscribe.
You know how much it actually costs? What is that? Rumble.com/freshandfit? I've never been on Rumble before. This is a first. Okay, let's find some positive things. I like that their little icon kind of looks like a guitar pick. I like that. I don't know if that's intentional, but Fresh and Fit 3 nights a week, live at 9 p.m. Central or Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Live at 9 p.m. Eastern but then men's number one men's Monday. Womanizer Wednesday? Jesus fucking Money Monday, Womanizer Wednesday, Fitness/Call-In Friday. Which one of these do you think gets the most the most play? I guess you can actually like rewatch videos on Rumble, so that's something. I don't know if you have to. Is Rumble like Twitch? I'm pretty sure it is. But like, okay, now look, I want to be clear about this. I don't mean anything insulting about the women themselves here, but I mean, you understand the type, right? Like, if we go through and we look at the women here, don't get me wrong, they're fucking gorgeous. But there's a specific type that come on his shows. You know what I mean? Like, or come on the Fresh and Fit show. That they are, yeah. Based.
Yeah, and the show goes on. It goes on. Yeah, they're gonna need but it matters. But for how long is what the question is now.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going. We're absolutely gonna keep going, guys. But like I said before, for us to run it at a certain level, to take care of all the people below, right, that help us out, etc. It's for that, man, because we want to keep running this thing for y'all. This isn't about the money. If I gotta take a pay cut.
Oh, I wanted to see what they're at. Oh, and then there's the locals, which again, it's just more of the show. Follow 245,000 subs. Yeah, so I mean, the good thing about this is, the thing is, whenever you get kicked off a main platform like YouTube, and again, they're not kicked off, they're still there, but like, when you are kicked off like this, you're just not going to have as many people tuning in to the smaller platform. You're just not.
I will gladly do that. I will gladly take a pay cut. That's fine. I don't give a shit about that. I want to be able to continue to run the show at the same level that we run the show.
And they're aware of this. They know YouTube is like the top dog, and without them, they are not going to be nearly as successful as they were.
You think about it, we are.
Yeah,
we're still gonna do it.
Yeah,
for you guys.
We're still gonna do it. Yeah, facts. We're still gonna do it.
So,
real quick, I think we're probably have some Rumble rants, whatever.
Yeah, just give me a second.
But yeah, all our channels are like demonetized. Every one of us. So Fed Reacts,
Yep.
Fresh Prince CEO,
Yep.
Clip Channel,
Yep.
more clips. They're all gone, guys. Basically, off
Yeah,
the,
they're still there,
but
we're gonna figure out how we're gonna post on those for y'all because we still don't even know how we're gonna do it.
yeah, if we can at least.
yeah, if we can.
we don't know right now.
But we're definitely what we're gonna do is we're definitely gonna be on Rumble, so y'all will be able to find us there. As far as Fed Reacts, I'll probably still do it for y'all. You know what I mean? I'll still give you guys the case breakdowns free. But we'll figure something out. But anyway, where we at here?
Yep. There we go.
And then, guys, don't forget to
We need
as well.
y'all. We need y'all to subscribe, bro.
And also,
Like, join the locals. Like, real talk. If you guys truly rock with us, if we've impacted your life, we've saved you, we've helped you out to some degree. Subscribe on Rumble. I don't know if they showed y'all how to do it while I was gone.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Getting sand out my eye.
Can I find out the price without having to sign up? I want to know the price. Never. Oh. Okay, never mind. Not gonna find the price.
But yeah. What was that?
Also, guys, man, don't forget, if you want to support Myron Gaines,
Oh,
get
yeah,
the book.
Get the book. I forgot about that.
Why Women Deserve More. It's a great book. You should read it. It helps you a lot. And if you want to support me as well, man, join the CEO Network, man, because that's going to be our always as well, our commitments, our value adds as well,
Yeah.
in between everything else. So get the
Yeah.
book, CEO Network. We'll see you guys in there as
I
well.
can't believe these guys actually took a meme. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, this motherfucker actually took the meme, "Why Women Deserve Less," and turned it into an actual book. Like, that is fucking wild to me. God damn. I kind of want to like this and add it to my favorites, just because. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Like, we're gonna add it to my favorite because honestly, I love how transparent they were. I really do. They were so honest, and my favorite part was them honestly saying, "Hey, it's not easy for us to get these women because they're not nearly as common as they're not nearly as representative of women in general as these people would like to make them think, would like to make their audience think." So we have a few things to go over, very, very small things. Basically, FG Signifier did a really good video about this as well on his channel, Signified B-Sides. Highly recommend checking it out. Fresh and Fit are gone. Here's why that doesn't matter. Now, as with many things that he does, I don't agree with everything he talks about, but I do agree with the general sentiment of the video, and one part about how kind of like, these, misogyny sells, and these communities are going to keep popping up, and different things like that. These creators are going to keep popping up. And here's an example of one. This is a clip from a podcast. Check this out.
My boyfriend was asleep, so I wanted to go fuck my ex real quick, so I drove down to the gas station, let him cream pie me, and then I came home to sneak into bed. My boyfriend woke up and then wanted to fuck me, and he started eating me out and told me how good my pussy tastes, and he's eating my ex's cum out of me, and I never told him.
Funky dog head, bitch.
Now, let's take a look at the comments. Let's see. Do I hide? Here. Damn, people nowadays really don't care about their people's feelings, respect, and loyalty. Breaking someone's heart is as easy as throwing a rock in a lake. This generation isn't going in the right direction at all. Choose for the tribes, not even for the streets. This girl's so shameless. Da, 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 da. Right. So you see, now that's taken from a clip, but you see how people took that clip and they made that woman, they made it look like, oh, she's saying this really horrible thing where she went and cheated on her ex or went and cheated on her current boyfriend with her ex. And then had him lick the cum out of her without even knowing. Here's the thing. That woman is named Carmen Karma. I don't know if that's her real name, but that's at least her stage name, because she's a porn actress. She's a porn star. She's the guy that's in a relationship with her knows she fucks other dudes, and he's cool with it. He's probably a cuck. Yet, people will take this, and again, they'll take clips like that, and they'll be like, oh, look, this is how women are these days. This is how blah, blah, blah. So this, you don't even need the, vapid women who are going on purposely to make a fool of them, that are going to purposely make a fool of themselves. People will just clip this shit out of context and just be like, oh, look at this. This is terrible. It's like, nah, dude, that's a very specific person who is in a very specific relationship. Hey, might not be for you, but you'd be surprised how many people are into that. So where do we go from here? Well, what does all of this mean? Well, for one, Fresh and Fit are pretty much done. They really are. Yes, they still have their platform, but they don't have, excuse me, they don't have the monetization. And when you're a partner, that is going to not only give you money, and of course, if you're getting paid for the thing that you're already doing, you're going to be able to do it easier because, well, you're getting paid for it. It's like, I would be able to make more content quicker and better if I, maybe not better, but at least quicker, if I was making money off of my content. A lot of people are. It's the reason that going from a hobby to a career is a big step, because when you are making money off it, when you are doing that thing, you're able to make more of that content, you're able to make it better, you're able to do all these different things. Whereas if you're not making money off your content, you have to do something else. Like right now, I work a full-time job and I do this on the side. Fresh and Fit are still going to be making money off their content in general through Rumble, but they're not going to be getting nearly the same numbers they got on YouTube. They're just not. They just aren't. It's not going to happen. When they got kicked, when Nick Fuentes got kicked, when, what's the guy, Steven Crowder got kicked, these people, they get kicked from YouTube, they know they're not going to be doing nearly as well now that they're on Rumble or whatever platform they move to. They're just not going to be doing as well. Are they going to be doing terribly and it's the end and they're never going to make ends meet? Not necessarily. But they're not going to have nearly the same broad pool that they did originally. So there is some good to take from all of that. And as far as where we go from here, like what does this mean for men's spaces and all this stuff? Well, unfortunately, misogyny does sell. If you're trying to give advice to men, and really just a lot of life advice in general, and it isn't toxic, you are going to have an uphill battle. People want easy solutions. They want to be told that that nothing is their own fault and they're here because of someone else. It takes real courage and honesty to be able to look at yourself and say, I am in this situation in my life. I am unhappy because of my decisions. Now, there are other things, of course, that have come into play and stuff, but generally speaking, for the most part, I got myself into this situation. I'm the only one that can get myself out. It's what I did when I took a real hard look at myself, excuse me, at the end of 2020, and I said, I don't like the direction my life is headed. I'm going nowhere with my career. I don't look anything like I want to. I don't have any of the kind of relationships that I want to. I need to fix this. So I started doing just that. I've been working on losing weight and getting muscle and all this stuff for years. And no, the process hasn't gone as quickly as I'd like to, but once I get there, this is why I'm so passionate about stuff. Once I get there, I really do want to give that information in a positive, non-toxic way for free to everybody. Because there's a market for this stuff. There's a market for people, and as long as there's a market, there are going to be snake oil salesmen trying to peddle some bullshit like Fresh and Fit or Andrew Tate or Pearly Things or Sneeko or anything. And what's wild to me is you'll have people like Pearly Things and Sneeko and all these fuckers on these shows or on, or they'll be on like No Jumper. What's wild to me about No Jumper, and No Jumper is nothing compared to Fresh and Fit. Like, they are much better as far as like the way they make their content and they don't like yell at, all this shit. They'll have all kinds of people on, but like they'll have the most like misogynistic, right-wing, anti-sex type of people on the show, but then they'll also have people like Gianna Dore, Mia Malkova, other porn stars, Lena the Plug. They'll have people like that on as well, and I'm just like, what's the deal here? So clearly there is something happening where there is a market, and even people that make better content can easily veer into misogyny. So what you want to do is make the good content without the misogyny, and make it in a way that is specific and honest, and basically does the kind of thing that these people do without the toxicity. And being more specific, because even these guys aren't really that specific, not really. So anyway, that's why I'm very passionate about these things. I'm very much working on getting there myself with all of this stuff. And yeah, like I said about the censorship part, I'm concerned that the hammer could come down on people like myself and other people on the left, or other people that are just outspoken about different things they care about or what have you. It could happen 100%. We're given this platform. It can be taken away. It's true. But until then, I'm going to keep doing what I can to, just try and share my thoughts and opinions with you guys on everything and everything. And with all that said, these are just my thoughts. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Follow me on social media for more. Subscribe, ring the bell to stay up to date. Leave a like if you like. And if not, hope you find something to do like. Later, guys. Peace and love.